Joining us now for more is former Undersecretary of Defense and former Secretary of Veteran Affairs, Robert Wilkie. Great to have you.
Good to see you.
You and I had this conversation in D.C. I said, is Trump going to strike? And you said, absolutely, and it's going to be from the air. The ships were a bit of a distraction. It was the planes that were going to take out the targets. So your thoughts on all this?
Well, it's good to see you both. And I want to go to something that Edie has mentioned now twice in the last two segments, and that is to change the globe, change the face of the global balance of power. This is as seismic an event as the collapse of the Soviet Union, in that Iran really is the central node for an axis that runs from Beijing through Tehran into Moscow. 2 nights ago, Kiev was attacked, 300, 400 drones, but 290 of those drones, according to the British, came right from Iran. The Chinese have been offloading ballistic missile parts at a feverish rate in Iran. Those were being put together by the Iranians, some of them shipped to Russia for use against Ukraine. The president eliminates this cancer, and Edie is right. She's called it evil in the past month. Then you see the downstream effects on the Russians and the Chinese, and I do think it's a very important new day for all of us.
And not just that, but as you mentioned, who they support, who they funnel that the weaponry to, and help out. That's equally important, not only to us, to Israel, but to our Middle East allies, because there's no love lost between Yemen, who Iran supports, and Saudi Arabia, say, for example. But you think of it, Yemen, Hezbollah, Hamas, you go down the list, and we've been doing what we can. But when Iran was there pumping parts to them and doing everything they could, and Russia's right behind there, it's very hard to stop it. This is the moment, though.
It is. And I always quote in my speeches something that Golda Meir said about that region, but it applies to all of the enemies of the United States. When someone tells you over and over again he wants to kill you, believe him.
Yes.
And that applies to the Iranians. I mean, I was a little boy at Fort Bragg. We lived right around the corner from the colonel who commanded the failed hostage rescue operation in the deserts of Iran. One of our neighbors was a hostage. We've been at war with these people since 1979. They've killed thousands of our own people. They've spread terror. I mean, you've been talking about the connection to Venezuela. I think when the after-action report is finally declassified, you'll find that agents of the Iranian government, including Hezbollah operatives, were killed. They've spread their drug networks in conjunction with cartels and the Chinese in our hemisphere. And they've made no bones about the fact that the late lamented Ayatollah often said that Israel was a one-bomb solution. And that's what they were working toward.
Yeah, and the thing, too, is, I mean, he gave them multiple opportunities to make a deal.
Yeah, you did a great job explaining the historical context of this moment. It has been going on for decades, which shocks me that we now have Democratic leadership in Washington claiming that President Trump didn't attempt diplomacy long enough, didn't give it a chance to work. It's been going on forever, for their entire lifetime almost. So, we'll see where it goes now. There's a new sheriff in town.
And now you have Democrats that are trying to undermine the commander-in-chief as well.
Yeah. Robert Wilkie, thank you very much for your time tonight.
Thank you, Secretary.
Good to see you both.
Thank you.